Assalamu alaikum, my younger scholars, my learners, the scholastic minds, all the time ready to learn. As you all know that in Quran, Allah says, "Iqra bismi rabbikal ladhi khalaq." So the very first order is what? Iqra. So here in this channel, the reader, you will read, you will learn, you will quench the thirst of getting knowledge. And you all know that in Islam, we are asked that the seeking of knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim. So it is our utmost duty to learn, to get education, to get knowledge from anywhere, everywhere. It must be learned. So I'm starting a new series for the students, for the new learners. As I'm an English teacher, so today I'm going to make you learn about the informal letters, and it is covering all the rules or all the formats about informal letters. So those who are students of class 8 in KP and they are studying the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa textbook, Board Peshawar, a textbook of English for grade 8, they are having unit number 15. This chapter is about a family trip to Naran. You must know that informal letters are social or friendly letters. They are usually written to people we know personally. For example, members of your family, your relatives, friends, or pen friends. At page 142, I am also dispatching the page 142 with it. Here you can see easily the format. At the left side, the writer's or the sender's address must be written. You will have to write the date, then salutation, and then the opening remarks. Your remarks must be well knitted. And the most important thing is the main body, the contents. The contents must be well comprehended. And at the end, you will have to write closing remarks, and at the same page, at the left side, you will write ending and signature. I'm also dispatching page 143, 144, 145, but instead of reading from the chapter, I have prepared some slides for you to arise your interest in learning, to know how can you make your letter, your informal letter, more interesting. So let's get started. As I told you that at the left side you will have to write your address, the sender's address and the date. So as you see that here I wrote the address, date, salutation, then the closing remarks. I hope this letter finds you in good health and lots of happiness. Your letter had been waiting for me in our letterbox because we were away from home for about a week. So this letter is now written by Salma Khan to her friend Sarah, and she is saying to her friend that your letter had been waiting for me in our letterbox because we were away from home for about a week. Actually, since quite some time we had been planning to visit Naran. It does mean Salma Khan had a plan to visit Naran. Therefore, as soon as my examinations finished, my father arranged a family trip to Naran. So here Salma Khan is writing to her pen friend, to her nearest friend Sarah, and she is telling her about her trip to Naran. Salma Khan is saying to Sarah that we left Peshawar early morning and in 4 hours reached Abbottabad at our uncle's house. You can see the very beautiful scenery of Abbottabad. Next morning, we started our journey towards Naran. As you see in the picture, it is the main silk route that is leading towards Naran. The noisy river Kunhar passes through city of Balakot, thus we had to pass over a suspended bridge on river Kunhar. Now Salma Khan is writing her about her experiences from her trip to Naran. Those who visited Naran, they know that in the way they saw river Kunhar. It is the most beautiful river, the most beautiful view, and you can easily see the suspended bridges all over the river Kunhar throughout the way. Such bridges are common throughout northern areas of Pakistan. Even animals are so deft, so skilled in using such bridges to cross the river. It is because obviously they cross the bridges in a daily basis. So obviously they are deft, they are skillful, they are skilled in using such bridges to cross the river. And Salma Khan is telling all these experiences to her friend Sarah. The city was rebuilt after it was completely destroyed during 2005 earthquake. Those who experienced the devastated earthquake of 2005 in the city Balakot, they know very well what was the condition of Balakot those days. But Alhamdulillah, now this city has been rebuilt. So you can see in the picture, you can see the bridge, the suspended bridge, the rebuilt image of the Balakot nowadays. Then Salma Khan is saying to her friend that we reached Naran at 10 to 4 pm and paid rupees 100 entry fee collected by Naran Municipal Committee from each vehicle in Naran Bazaar. Those who visited Naran, they know that there the municipal committee take 100 rupees for from each vehicle. There was a little traffic jam in Naran Bazaar, but you know that it wouldn't be a little traffic jam in summer season. You know that most of the visitors visit Naran during summer season. So obviously one will have a terrific traffic jam in Naran Bazaar. As we already had booked our room at PTDC Motel, so we went to the PTDC reception and got keys of our room. You can see the PTDC Hotel of Naran here in this image. So it gives you a clear image, a clear picture of the PTDC motels or hotels, how it looks like. After shifting our luggage in the rooms, we went out for excursions. Excursions does mean for outing, for picnic. Obviously, they went for outing. So, what would they do in the room? So, when they shifted their luggage in their rooms, they went out for picnic. There was a wonderful spot for picnic 2 kilometers upstream for Naran. Many people were there enjoying barbecue. It's the most beautiful and amazing view to make barbecue at riverside. People were playing cricket and even fishing. So, how could it be to play, to fish, and to grill barbecue? Wow, what a pleasant experience would it be! We had brought mangoes from home, which we kept in the running water of River Kunhar, and after 10 minutes they were as chilled as kept in freezer. Oh my god, one can experience it. Like she is sharing her experience about the mangoes, but if you put or if you place any fruit there in the cold water of river Kunhar, you will feel the chill. Even you can't stand there for for 5 to 10 seconds there in the cold, chilled and running water and gushy water of river Kunhar. The water of River Kunhar was so cold that it was hard to stand in water for more than 10 seconds. I downloaded this picture for you. This is the most amazing picture of River Kunhar, and even in the picture, you can imagine the very cold water of River Kunhar. And those who visited Naran and spent some time beside the River Kunhar, they experienced it, and I know they can feel it. At many places, we saw honeybee boxes along the side of road, and father told us that because of its flora, because of its flowers, because of its botanical plants, Naran is known as the botanist's paradise. Obviously, you can see the honeybee boxes everywhere along the roadside, and you can see the beautiful sceneries and the trees everywhere. So it obviously it can be the botanist's paradise. We went further 5 kilometers upstream on Naran Jalkhad Road and found many picnic spots. Even if you wouldn't have any picnic spots, the all the sceneries, all the views can allure you, can attract you towards it. So you can see that in this milestone, the Jalkhad is 29 kilometers away, and you can see the honeybee boxes everywhere. The river bed is wide and speed of Kunhar waters is quite normal here. Here Salma Khan with her family went to the place where the riverbed is wide and speed of Kunhar waters is quite normal here. As you know that in some places of Naran Kagan, you can experience, you can watch, you can see the rushy water, the running water of river Kunhar. In the evening, we returned back and had dinner at Tikka House in Naran Bazar. The taste of food was marvelous and mouth-watering, and I know that if you go for outing and for after a mile's walk, when you come back, obviously you will feel some hunger. So if you find Tikka House in Naran Bazar, so obviously it would be mouth watering and the taste you can imagine. After dinner, we went back to the hotel and hit the bed because it had been a tiring day. Oh my god. Obviously, if you visit Naran Kagan the same day and then without resting a while, you go for outing and then come back at evening, obviously it will be a tiring day for anyone. On the next day, we got up about 11 a.m., had been and had breakfast at PTDC restaurant and left for Lake Sefal Maluk. Lake Sefal Maluk is 10 kilometers away from Naran, and since the road is rough, we hired a jeep to get there. You can see in the picture the rough path, the rough route, the jeep, the very beautiful view. And you must know that Jil Sefal Maluk, Lake Sefal Maluk is 10 kilometers away from the Naran Bazar. The lake has a majestic and mesmerizing natural beauty and pleasant atmosphere. You can see that they stopped their vehicle here, and what a beautiful view it is. Can you imagine the beauty of the mesmerizing, the attractive natural beauty and pleasant atmosphere of Lake Sefal Maluk? And it must be our utmost duty not to pollute this beautiful place. The local people narrated the associated tale of fairies and his history of Lake Sefal Maluk. Obviously, when you visit Lake Sefal Maluk, you can encounter with the local people, and they can narrate many fairy tale stories about this place. The lake is also famous for being habitat of large-sized brown trout fish which weigh up to 7 kilometers. Like the trout fish can be weighed 7 kilograms. So this lake is famous for the brown trout fish, and they are quite expensive. You can see in this image that the brown trout fish of Lake Sefal Maluk, they are so beautiful in seeing. Even so, what could be of its taste? You can smell its taste, and you can even uh, feel its taste at your tongue tip. Now Salma Khan is is writing to her friend about the Lake Saif al Muluk that it also provides a marvelous view of Malka Parbat, which is the highest peak of Kagan Valley. You can see in this image that this is Lake Saif al Muluk, and at the very opposite to you, it is Malka Parbat or the Parbat range. Now, Salma Khan is saying that at 5 pm we reached back to Naran, had dinner there, and went back to the room in PTDC Motels. How could be such an marvelous view from your rooftop of or from your room of motel if you are viewing the moon, the Malka Parbat's view, the snow covered mountains, marvelous, the most beautiful, the most mesmerizing view. So, the writer, the narrator, is telling that on the third day after breakfast, we checked out from the hotel and set our journey back to Abbottabad. So now they started their journey back to Abbottabad after spending 3 days there in Naran Kagan Valley. So we stayed a couple of days at our uncle's house there in Abbottabad and returned back to Peshawar. So this is the beautiful view of Peshawar. The Kila Bala Hisar can easily be seen in this picture. Salma Khan, the narrator, is now influencing her friend Sara Khan that, my dear friend, Pakistan is an amazing country with all seasons as well as all terrains, including mountains, deserts, sea, glaciers, and fertile plains. You can see even in this picture. I collected all the pictures. I downloaded these pictures for you to have a clear view how beautiful your own country is. How marvelous the views of your own country. You don't need to go anywhere out of your country. If you didn't see, if you didn't visit your own country, what's the purpose to go out? What's the purpose to visit other countries? You must spend that money by visiting the places, the beautiful places in your own country. We witnessed glacial ice alongside Naran Kagan Road while Peshawar is having a severe heat wave. If you get a chance to visit Naran, it is a heaven on earth. Now, Salma Khan is making her friend Sara to visit Naran. She is telling her that if any time, if any day you get a chance to visit Naran, you must go there as it is a heaven on earth. So it was all the content written by the narrator of the chapter. The narrator was Salma Khan and she was writing the letter to her beloved friend Sara Khan. Okay, so she wrote it was an informal letter, like as I told you that informal letters can be written to any of your members, family members, relatives, friends, or pen friends. Pen friends are those friends to whom you write letters, and from the contents, it is very clear that it was not a formal letter. You can share the experiences of your life, or you can share your day-to-day life with your friends. There shouldn't be anything nor formal. You can write anything to your pen friends or to your family members or to your friends or to any of the person that is nearest to you. So at the end, as you can see that you have to convey the closing remarks to your friend, and then you have to end the letter. You have to write your yours affectionately, or you have to write your loving friend, or your cutest friend, or anything you want to write, and at the end you have to write your name and or signature. Now at page 146 you have comprehension part. Here you are having 5 questions. So I'm going to ask you these questions. Let's get started with the exercises. It has been asked, who is the narrator of the lesson? Obviously, you have come to know that Salma Khan is the narrator. In question second, it had been asked that what does Naran present to the tourist? So Naran is a heaven on earth. It presents many picnic spots to the tourist, to the visitors, to many people, right? In question number 3, you have been asked, describe the beauty of Lake Saiful Muluk. Lake Saiful Muluk has a majestic and mesmerizing and alluring and attractive natural beauty and a pleasant atmosphere. If you visit, and for those who visited Jheel Saiful Muluk, they know the beauty. It cannot be described in words. But as we have to write the answer in one or two sentences or one or two lines, so we have to write the answer here in 2 or 3 lines. Question number 4 is, what is the main idea of the letter? So the main idea of the letter was the trip to Naran. The writer, the narrator wanted us to visit this beautiful place. So she describes that it had a marvelous sceneries and attractive spots, and it creates zeal and passion in someone to visit this beautiful place. Okay. Now, the very last question is asked, how is the narrator's opinion about the people of Naran? So, after reading this chapter, we came to know that the narrator hasn't stated anything about the people of Naran in the letter. Only once she told us about the the local people of Saiful Muluk, that how they narrate the fairy tale stories to this place. But overall, she didn't tell anything about the people of the Naran. Okay, so it was all about today's lecture. I hope that you have to like, you listen to me very carefully. You the visual aids would add to your memory, would add to the beauty, would add to the charm in learning. I hope that my hard work will bear fruit not only to you but to me. Obviously, it will be a reward for me if you learn from my lecture, if you learn something about Pakistan, if you learned in a more better way. So thank you so much to listen to me, to watch my video, to learn how to write an informal letter, and how to write the content, how to write the format of an informal letters. I hope you like it. Inshallah, with next lecture, I'll see you, I'll meet you. Till that, Allah Hafiz, take yourself. But before going from here, you must subscribe my channel and please press the bell icon so that my videos will reach you in time. Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.